My God. Did you hear about the
No, but did you see that?
I'm not saying anything about the.
Oh, yo, let's just call it what it is. Fuckery.
Oh my God.
He said it.
He fucking said it.
Ain't no motherfucker in this world that do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. I'll be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see.
No, but did you see that?
I'm playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, fuck it. Popping off and risking things, gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain, I just wanna be greatness.
Oh, yo, let's just call it what it is. Fuckery.
I just wanna be greatness. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent, and it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots, if I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic.
No, but did you see that?
I'm not saying anything about the.
Oh, yo, let's just call it what it is. Fuckery. Hey.
Hello.
I'm so glad you're feeling better. I'm so happy you're feeling better.
Well, thank you for postponing a million times for me.
Are you kidding? I would never do this on my channel without you, after how much great success we've had and how we've freaking knocked it out and how much fun it is. And we've been wanting to do it forever. I'd never do. I would wait. I would just the hell with it. Like it's not like they're not out there screaming at the top of their lungs trying to turn everything the other way. Those damn herdites or whatever. What do we call them? Shitites.
Dumbasses.
Yes, dumbasses. Dumbasses is pretty good. Dumbasses.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, everybody. We don't mean to talk amongst ourselves like you're not here, but, you know, it kind of happens sometimes with Mindy and I when we talk about Depp and Heard. It's been going on for a long time. But welcome everybody in the chat. I'm feeling quite lit tonight. As you can see, I put up the best damn backdrop that we have and put on the awesome intro, because it's like that kind of night. We get to talk Depp, Heard, and all the craziness that's been going on. And we get to celebrate a little bit. I just like to take 1 second away from Depp Heard and all that craziness to announce that Patreon and YouTube made me official and decided tonight of all nights we get to have memberships. We have an active Patreon now. We have active memberships. And just to let you all know, the levels of membership on both are the same. They both have the same perks. The only difference currently will be how the monies get donated. The monies for Patreon will be voted on by the Patreons every month for a donation of some selection that you'll all be active in picking where it goes. The first few months, the YouTube donations will be private to a list of people that have helped me throughout the year. And there'll be donations made to those in need anonymously and privately for a few months until we then will roll that all over into the Patreon money, and you'll get to vote on that money too. But all of it will be donated because that's always been my intention after YouTube made me official, and YouTube can't get rid of me now. So there you go. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy to be able to do that for other people. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Of course.
And I know. So that's that. Oh, and we have 2 of our very lit emojis. They're actually gifts for AIT and what the fuckery, and they actually light up and everything. And I'd like to thank Counter Talk for that, the one who did my intro for this intro, the What the Fuckery intro. They're lit, and they're one of the accounts that has been helping out all along. And there's just so many people I have to thank for being here. Mandy, my friend, being one, because these recaps have been so lit, and she's been a supporter all along, and a friend, and all of you in the chat. And I just can't tell you. If I sound overwhelmed, it's because I fucking am. I fucking am tonight. We're just going to have to go with it because I'm just feeling it. I'm definitely feeling it. And on that, okay, that part's done. I'm done being a YouTuber. Okay, you ready?
Yep, I'm getting a timestamp right now.
You are? Well, why don't I play our first one then? We got something funny. You want me to play the first one then while you do that? Okay.
Yeah, I think I got it. So awesome. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let me put this one up. Didn't you send me this TikTok? Okay, you ready, people? I hope. How's our sound? Yes, Juju B, Counter Talk did the background that I have on right now. You see how they lit all that up? They did it for those emoji. That emoji too lights up like that. They did all that extra work for me, all that customization. They made the gift, and they did the light ups on the intro also. They're quite talented.
2 hours, 19 minutes. Okay.
Okay. All right. So let's play this one first. Ready? Okay. So this one's a little funny, guys. We thought we would start you off with a little bit of funny. Where is he? Whoop. All right. Hope you guys hear this well. All right. Ready? If we mute, it'll probably be better for this short. Ready? Okay.
Right now, I put my refried beans in this piping.
Nachos inspired by Amber Heard herself. You would. Why don't you go pour yourself a mega pint and calm down?
Ooh.
Listen, did you know that corn is a fruit and not a vegetable? Yeah, you do.
Guys, I'm dying right now. I put my refried beans in this piping.
Nachos inspired by Amber Heard herself. You would. Why don't you go pour yourself a mega pint and calm down?
Ooh.
Listen, did you know that corn is a fruit and not a vegetable? Yeah, you do.
Guys, I'm dying right now. I put my refried beans in this piping.
Nachos inspired by Amber Heard herself. You would. Why don't you go pour yourself a mega pint and calm down?
Ooh.
Listen, did you know that corn is a fruit and not a vegetable? Yeah, you do.
Guys, I'm dying right now. I put my refried beans in this piping.
Nachos inspired by Amber Heard herself. You would. Why don't you go pour yourself a mega pint and calm down?
Ooh.
Listen, did you know that corn is a fruit and not a vegetable? Yeah, you do.
Guys, I'm dying right now. I put my
Why does it keep
refried
going?
beans
It
in
keeps
this
going.
piping.
It keeps going. I didn't realize it just kept looping and looping.
It did.
I'm such an there you go. Okay, there's one. Okay. Hold on. You want to go to one of the longer ones or one of the shorter ones now?
So, I don't know what you have queued up. So there were just I'm going to be really honest. And a lot of people know, some people know this. I did not watch her testimony.
No.
I've been following this way too long to know when somebody's just flat out lying, and to know that she has added incidents and added specific events in regard to incidents. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't watch her. She was very triggering to me.
And you know what? That's good. That's fine. You know why? Because it was all bullshit, Mandy. Let me just tell you, I sat there in frustration. All of it, I could sit there and debunk it just with her own testimony from the UK, just with her own testimony that she's already put out there. It was ridiculous. The stuff that she added, the things that just. Yeah, you know what? It's better you didn't, because it would have just been you know.
But I've seen some clips, and it's actually sort of super annoying to me, because am I understanding that she basically took a lot of what Johnny had testified to happened to him and switched it to be her? Like I saw because I just hit my phone, sorry. I do watch behavioral stuff, and I want to see, you know, what they're saying, and if people are seeing it, and what they're seeing and what they're looking for. So I saw clips, and I saw some clips of her saying things like she was the one who retreated from arguments and stuff, and I was like,
no, that's bullshit, right? Because we've heard the testimony ourselves, and so has everybody. I mean, oh my gosh.
In Australia, he was throwing stuff at her, and I just was like, wait a minute, we have all of this testimony already that from witnesses that he was the one that retreated, that he was the one. And then for her to try to take it, and her to take Kate's rape story, and her to take all of this, isn't she basically doing exactly what Dr. Curry said she was going to do?
Exactly. It's like she proved Dr. Curry's assessment word for word. I had done, well, you know, I did a long stream with Luke, Bearded Heretic, who's forensic psychology. All right. And how we went point by point these things. And then we did a part 2, and we went over some of the testimony too. Absolutely. How Dr. Hughes was like, nope, Dr. Hughes, look over here. She's doing exactly what Dr. Curry said, word for word. It was so bizarre. And not that, you know, the jury unfortunately does not know that she took Kate James's rape story. That is that is her personal assistant's story. There were articles years ago that Mandy and I read. What was that? After 2018, after the op-ed came out, right? About a few months, that wasn't Kate livid? Like, wasn't she out there in the press with her story, just telling everybody, that's my story, that's not her story. Like, that's my story that she talked about.
I'm trying to remember when it came out. Did it come out? I'll try to think. My head is still kind of groggy.
You and I were both surprised that we did not see it in the affidavit. We did not see it in her deposition. So it either got struck by evidentiary before trial, which happens sometimes, like they only play parts of the deposition that are allowed into the testimony, because it did not get mentioned. And remember, after her deposition, we were both like scratching our heads, like, well, what happened to the rape story? Like, that's big news. Like, why isn't that in there? Especially since Elaine Bairdoff did her whole opening statement about how many times Amber Heard was assaulted. And we're all sitting there going, what? I didn't even think that was allowed into evidence. Like, that was supposed to be held back. Like, That was
Right.
that was agreed to be held back. That was not supposed to be in evidence. So what do? They announce it to the courtroom, knowing they can't submit any evidence for it because it's been stricken.
Right.
So
And I was reading through Raquel Pennington's witness statement for the last incident where she went and got the restraining order, and the last section on her witness statement says something along the lines of, I have been a confidant to Amber for many years about the physical and verbal abuse that she suffered at the hands of Johnny. And I was like, whoa, wait a second. That was in 2016 for the TRO. And if that's what her best friend, her person that lived right next door, the person that she confided in, why was it not mentioned at that time that there was any essay going on? It's because she's added in all of this stuff as time has gone on, which is exactly what Depp's team said in their statement the other day, that every time she tells this, it's more elaborate, more bullshit, more lies, more stuff to try to get people, in my opinion, to side with her, because she's seeing that what she's doing, nobody believes. So maybe if I make it worse, and maybe if I push the boundaries more, then people will believe me. No, we're believing that you're freaking crazy.
Yep.
You know,
like loony. Like girl, you are like Gone Girl, Bunny Boiler, Fatal Attraction, and Single White Female all rolled in one. In a nice big, here's your first joke, Aaron, in a nice big turd package. There you go. in a big pile. In a big pile.
Yeah, my tweet the other day. Oh, stop, baby. My tweet the other day that she's like single white female plus mommy dearest plus hide your bunnies.
There you go. Mommy dearest, especially everyone who was over there when I was doing the live streaming with Ranty at Auditing the Absurd. And you know that picture he would put up where Amber had like the furrowed between the eyes, brow, and everything? That's what it reminded me of, Mommy Dearest, with the hangers, that one shot from the movie. That's what it is. That's why it terrifies me so much. Thank you. You finally put it in perspective. He would throw it up at me all the time and make me like gasp. He would startle me with it. Let me just read this super chat real quick. I'm sorry to interrupt. I got to do the YouTube things. Crystal, it's so nice to be among friends tonight. Crystal, thank you so much for coming here. It's been a while, girl. I'm just so happy to see you. That is very nice. And welcome to membership. That's really cool to see you green in my chat, girl.
Yes, I love it.
I'm overwhelmed.
There's so many of us that have been friends for like 3 years. Do you ever think about that? Like realistically, Mrs. Cassandra, Crystal.
Yep, I do.
A lot of us, like 3 years we've all been
3
friends.
years. You know what? And it really, especially now, and I'm not going to like go into great detail or anything, but like once you like started a channel, you find out who the real and who the Creole are, and I mean like fishing Creole, like headless fishing is just throw them back, like just throw them back. I mean, you find out, everyone tells me you find out who's really real. And I have to say, I have some really amazing people around me, and they make every day better. They really do. No matter what the hell is going on out here in the Twitterverse, in the sewer, in YouTube in general, y'all make it so much better, so much easier to deal with. And I just get to do my thing, just being out here, being able to talk to everybody, being up here with Mandy, doing what we love. Not only is it legal, but it's like hot freaking Johnny Depp, like that we've been following for years. And just to be able to do that, do what we love. And it's overwhelming. And just the time and the loyalty, like the people that, like when they hear crap and they go, no, that's not her. I know her. Like, that's not her. Like, forget it. Like, I know better. And it's just really nice. And I got it there. I appreciate you. Like, you don't know what, Mandy. Like, I'm sure you do, but just in case you don't, I just told all of you too. Now you can be embarrassed. I love this girl. I do. She's real deal. Welcome to Murder Minion, T King. Thank you. Thank you for your membership. And Crystal says, oh, here's this for both of us. Mandy, would you like to read this one? Can you see it?
It says, love you, Mandy and Claire. And Crystal, you're amazing.
You are, girl. You are. I'm so happy to see you back here. Like I would, but you know what? It's good I'm an avatar, because if not, you'd see my mascara running right now, girl. That you're back here. Like, I think it's really cool. You're here for the free cupcakes, Robski. Well, you know what? Check with Always Createful. She's the one with all the cupcakes around here. I heard she gives them out on Only. She's got an OnlyFans for cupcakes, which is amazing. Who would have thought? But,
so
right.
because we've had other things going on, we really haven't talked about Dr. whatever Hughes. And I don't really have a ton I want to say about her.
Well, we got a nickname for her if it helps. She's the biased one. She's the biased one.
Because, I think that she was extremely unprofessional, and for somebody that this is sort of. So hold on just a sec.
Yep. Well,
I would be muting to cough.
That's okay. No, that's all right. I'm so happy you're here, even though you're still recovering.
So for people who don't know, at 40, I went back to college, and I was studying economics, and I wanted to do, I'm just into numbers and stuff like that. But I decided to switch after I took a few psychology classes and started pursuing psychology. Push came to shove, and sometimes the needs of your family supersede the needs of yourself. So I went back to work because it was financially necessary. And probably in the fall, I'll be going back part-time and working. So for somebody that is infatuated with psychology, and actually I wrote my abnormal psychology paper on Joan Crawford, by the way.
Whoa, yeah. Hey, where is my copy, by the way? You better send me that. You better send that to me. I need something to read this weekend.
I'll definitely.
Yeah, link me, boo. That I need to read that one. Yeah, that I need. Yes, that's my girl.
Yeah.
That
so
is.
Somebody who takes this very seriously, I have big issues with Dr. Hughes, and I'm not going to disrespect her and not call her Dr. Hughes, because that is her name.
You know what? Luke felt the same way. He wouldn't disrespect her by not calling her doctor, but he was very disappointed. He feels the same way you. He's very disappointed in how slanted that testimony is.
And I understand you're there for a reason, and you are there for, for Amber, but she wasn't taking the evidence. She wasn't taking the facts of the case. She wasn't taking, anything. And then, hold on. I have an alarm going off at 6:30.
No, that's okay. Because I'll just add to that point that I actually got called out during the stream for that, because I actually wanted them to cross on that and say, when she said she looked at all the evidence that there were medical reports, I'm like, there was one incident. Somebody call her on that and tell her all those doctor reports she left. There was only one incident where she went to a hospital and to get checked for a concussion. That was not there. Like somebody asked her the details about that, because she made it sound like there was so much medical documentation that she looked at, and it was very, very misleading. And the language, how about the language?
She, her.
She. And then when it got to the bed, he did this. he's the abuser, he's this, and mentioned his name, Johnny this, Johnny that, all bad. But it was all women. It was like, I know she came from a time, she must have been, I bet you they hooked up through the ACLU way back. Because
did you see the short video? So she was reading off of her notes that was very much like a skit. And I think that that's what everybody's going off of, is a skit. I literally think that, sorry, I just looked over and saw Autistic Show was leaving, that there's a skit to follow, because the way that Elaine was questioning Amber, putting words into her mouth, keeping her on the right direction, I believe that they're all on this page. And did you see something about a green folder that Dr. Hughes was reading out of?
Yeah, and then tried to switch it for like a yellow or a blue.
For a blue folder.
The blue one,
yeah.
right?
And the only time she has ever done any sort of work with a man being in an IPV relationship was homosexual, gay men.
Right. Only man on man. And I'm like, did you just say that? Did you absolutely? And here's the thing. Anyone who studies the psychology or looks at the actual statistics, which, like when we did that stream with Luke, or I talk with Mandy, like we don't just like talk about it. We actually go look at what they're looking at. And Dr. Hughes is actually giving us the statistics, but she's skewing them. She's not bothering to tell anybody that the reason the men statistics are so low is because it doesn't get reported. Because it doesn't get reported, and that it's in every single one of those surveys that she was talking about. It's in there as a disclaimer, as that could be the reason why. Okay, not that it doesn't exist, but that the numbers could be skewed by the amount of people that do not report. Okay, also to just say that it only is man on man, or that it's because Amber is smaller, she's obviously the victim because she's smaller.
Yeah.
That was such bullshit. Crystal says that in the chat. She said, I don't know anything about metadata, but I'm prolific in bullshit. Aaron, welcome to Murder Minions. Thank you very much for your membership. Thank you. I loved naming these things. It was fun. It was fun.
You're so funny.
I know. I'm a hoot, aren't I? It's like, I'm just so full of myself right now. I can't tell you. Hey, John, welcome. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the Madhouse, dude.
So about her, that was my frustration, was that I think as a professional, you should hold yourself to a higher standard than what you showed us. And she actually looked like she was getting angry. She was getting frustrated. She didn't like to be questioned. And the whole thing for me was like, I don't think that was the wisest decision that you could have just made for your career path. Because now too many people are watching this. Too many people have eyes on it. And now everybody knows you're a man hater. I mean,
exactly.
What it was.
And Sandy said, actually, during the testimony, she admitted that she spun her own testimony to fit what AH claimed. Exactly. That's why I was like just chomping at the bit that nobody was saying, you're only using Amber's words. And they did finally get her to admit she's only using Amber's words as a psychologist would to prove anything that someone believes, only using their words. But that doesn't mean that he's guilty. You have to keep saying, but this is just her part of the testimony. She actually sat there, Mandy, as if she was testifying as Amber. That's what it was. It was so frustrating because it was like Amber was testifying through her mouth. And I was like, nope, not even a psychologist of your caliber, which she has a lot of credentials. She really does. But not even one of your caliber is going to testify for Amber and have it not be bullshit. Bullshit's bullshit. Sorry, Dr. Hughes. Bullshit is bullshit.
Right. And I'm trying to find a video also. And it's that umbrella guy.
Oh, yeah.
And he's great.
I love him very. Like, there's so many I like to watch. Of course, I'm partial over where I am because Ranty's funny and he's giving me a shot, and I really appreciate that he's giving me the platform. But I do watch a lot of the legal guys, at night, just to make sure we're on the same page. I mean, because we're not lawyers, right, Mandy? But we watch them all. We read everything we can get our hands on. As far as the trial goes, just try to make sure we're keeping our opinions within the guidelines of what legally is being said and done, what the options are. Make sure we're not being, even though we're biased, we admit it. Like, we do not believe Amber whatsoever. And the more this trial goes on, the more I don't. Although I will say that, like Mandy, I had a terrible time with the testimony. I did. I think we brought it up during Luke's stream too. I had a terrible time because I found myself with this person telling this fantastic story, and I didn't like them. And I found myself like, gosh, if this was any other victim, like, my heart would be like, I would just be like, you have to believe them. But I did not want to believe her at all. Like, not even 1 second of it, because I knew other evidence, and it was tearing me up, Mandy. Like, especially since I know she's manipulating everybody.
Right.
Like, she's actually taking stories away from credible victims, from real victims, and how I had a bad day. I had a bad couple of days. Like, I got off those streams and I felt like I got ran over by a truck, and I had to crawl into my, to my bed and, put a blanket all around myself and get like a little cocoon and just like, oh dear, I need an hour to myself, just to like wrap my brain around it. And, but I did talk to Luke about it, and I don't know about you, but he said it's normal. It's normal to hear a horrible story like that. And even when you don't believe it, to start like, feeling a little weird yourself because you don't believe it. You know what I mean? Because you want to always take care of somebody in that kind of, situation. And just, you can't believe anybody would fake it that would take such a horrible story and lie about it like that.
Yeah.
It's just beyond.
So here's what I know about Dr. Curry. Hold on, I'm actually on that Umbrella Guys channel right now. So I will drop a link in a minute, but the video was from May 9th. It is called Heard's Expert a Fraud, ? Shocking proof other courts struck her witness. He has court documents from December of 2021 where an attorney moved to preclude the testimony of the government's preferred expert witness, Dr. Don Hughes, because her testimony is biased. So apparently there's been issues with her in the past. Like, I'm looking at actual court documents. I'll drop the link. So
Mandy, it's great because I have those, because there's someone that comes over to Ranty's streams that actually, as this woman was testifying, was dropping legal cases right here in New Jersey and New York on
where she's
where her testimonies come into question. One victim actually sued her. Because she was so slick. Yes. Yep. Yeah. I don't know if it went all the way through, but it was crazy.
People need to definitely check out this video. It's great. I watch all of his videos. It's his wife's birthday today, so happy birthday, Mrs. Tug. Hope you had a great day.
It's Mrs. Tug's birthday. Hey, Mrs. Tug. That sounds so funny, Mrs. Tug. Mrs. Umbrella Guy. Mrs. the Umbrella Guy. Because I can't say Mrs. Tug. That just sounds wrong on all kinds of levels.
It's great. I love it.
Yeah, it's so funny. But it is. I mean, I'm sure she has good humor about it, right?
Yeah.
But, but happy birthday. Yeah.
As far as she's concerned, I thought that she was rude. She suits Amber and her team well. She was rude. She was combative. She was argumentative. She was unprofessional.
every time she got challenged, she screwed up her face like sour lemons, didn't she? Like,
Yeah.
she was. Oh, I just, I wanted the cross to go harder on her, and I really had a problem that they didn't. But I guess they just, I guess they left it up to us, to the jury to know better. Like they put just enough out there that they could. Aaron says that we react subconsciously to body language, and hers was screaming liar. I would have to agree. And always says all she did. Whoops. Come on, StreamYards. Okay. All she did was trivialize the trauma of real survivors. I believe that. I personally think Depp's lawyers did a great job in setting up her testimony as the performance of her life. Too bad the performance of her life will still suck. That's true because she's a really bad actress.
She's not. She's
really
not
is. Yeah, she really is bad. So Mandy has dropped the link there for Tugs, but I got something else here. It's like a 1 minute video.
When you're done, check it out, everyone, please. It's just quite interesting. So
do you want me to share this short one here? This that you put in here for this little what one's this one?
Well, I dropped 2 videos and I did timestamp them. It's under fair use. There were just a couple things that really grabbed me today. And I please
this
watch
one
the
is
videos.
this one is audio Amber Heard in court for DV against Tasha. Oh, here is the only person that actually has been charged with DV in this case. So let's just give that a quick listen.
So the backstory is everybody knows. Hold on, I gotta turn my cat's jumping up here. Hold on.
Okay. And then when you're done, I'll push the button. You wait.
So
but we can wait for her.
So Amber wants to say, and Tasha did come out and defend her, that nothing happened in the airport. It was a misunderstanding. Amber said that they just dropped the charges because it was unfounded and they released her immediately. Okay, bullshit. So she spent the night in jail in Seattle, and she wants to say that the judge was like just okay with letting her go, but the audio went around, and I'm so glad I refound it today because this is from SEC. Everybody, please check her out. Also, she's got amazing breakdowns of stuff. She's been covering this for years. She's another one that just deserves all of everything. She's amazing. So, but you're probably going to have to turn it up really loud, and I'll be quiet. But this is the actual court appearance.
Okay.
And they didn't just let her go. She stayed in jail overnight. So I'll mute.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to mute too. I'm going to put it on. Let me just play. Here we go, everybody. Hopefully.
This is the state of Washington versus Amber Van Ree, cause number CPS 013529. Stephanie Sato on behalf of the state. Ms. Van Ree is present in custody with counsel, and I didn't get your name.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Michelle Shaw, and I apologize. I walked out of the courtroom, Your Honor.
The state is declining to file charges at this time.
Okay, what that means, ma'am, is no charges will be filed against you today. However, that could happen in the future. Therefore, we want to make sure we have your correct address. Sycamore Avenue in Los Angeles, right?
Yes.
So you're notified by me if anything happens within the statute of limitations. Statute of limitations in a case like this is 2 years. So make sure that if the address changes, that you notify them. Otherwise, it could result in warrants, and that would be a DV case, and that can have cross-state implications. So because you're in California, it wouldn't provide you any relief from the DV designation.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any questions about that?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
So there you go. Did you hear that? Like they could file against her. She's saying that she had no charge. Yeah, she's saying that. Oh no, they just dropped everything. They did not. They could have filed at her at any time. He clearly told her it wasn't tossed away. That she needed.
He basically put her on warning. Like,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? So it's
Mm-hmm.
just another thing to lie about. The chick lies about everything. She lied when she said that she didn't know much about Johnny, and yet if you saw a past interview, she was in love with him. She thought he was great. She had pictures of him on her wall when she was a teenager.
She said she saw everything he ever did, and she had pictures on her wall and all, and she was fangirling. And this was right after she met him. But then when she testified, she said she didn't even know who he was. Like, what? Like,
so here's the crazy part. She's lied about so much. What do you pick when you're doing cross? That's the hard part. What direction do you even go? Because I I asked Andrea Burkhart the other day. I said, can you ask a witness, do you consider yourself an honest person? And her response kind of was, you can ask her, how do you think other people interpret you, to try to lay some sort of foundation? But they could instantly just start throwing shit off of her, at her, the first couple minutes, because she's lied about the littlest things that are easy to prove that she's lying about. That if you could throw her off in the beginning of that testimony, it's going to mess with her so bad. But how deep do you go with it? You know what I mean? Like, do you start with these little things about, oh, well, you said this, but here you're saying that you were a fangirl of him and you had posters of him. You know, were you lying then? Were you lying now? You know, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting for sure.
Wow. Yeah. It's just unbelievable. Oh my God. I guess what they really have to do is they need to focus on the stuff that she's trying to pin on Johnny, right? Like the most. That would be, when they go for the lies, like the stuff that she's, especially the stuff that she's living through Johnny. You know what I mean? Like she's actually saying it happened to her when it actually happened to him, or she did it to him. That's like so bizarre. It's like so bizarre what she's doing with that. And how about those episodes that she's adding in that never existed before?
Right.
Never existed in the UK trial, never talked about. All this extra stuff that she made it like that the witnesses, the house manager and the security guard that showed up in Australia by Jeep, right? That they were there to rescue her when they were there to get Johnny. And they actually gave testimony that she was the one throwing herself on Johnny and wouldn't let Johnny leave. Like, remember? Like, I'm like, how is she twisting that? And there's already testimony on file that's the opposite. And all we have is your word. You don't have any witnesses that are going to corroborate what you're saying. You don't.
Right.
It's absolutely insanity. Oh, Kim, thank you. Welcome to Murder Minions. Oh, hey, Mocking. I'm glad you could get into chat. Now look at you with your shiny blue wrench. Be careful with that thing. Be careful with it.
Did you wrench yourself in your own channel?
I know. See that? I knew somebody was going to say it. Did I think it was going to be my 3-year-old friend that usually has my back about everything? No. But I'm glad it was you because it's fucking brilliant. It's funny. Yeah, look at that. I wrenched myself. Look at that. It's just like because I'm wrench happy.
You know I will, because I enjoy the ridiculousness of a lot of things. So you know me.
Believe me, Mocking, if there was a jackhammer, I'd give it to you. But we only got little blue wrenches. They don't give us jackhammers.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, you go ahead and create one, and I'll put it down as a emoji for the channel. I want a jackhammer. Yeah, we want a jackhammer.
Yeah, like I wish you could just have like a hammer looking thing that was like plastic looking, because you remember Whack-A-Mole, the game Whack-A-Mole?
Yes, I see it.
I'm always I always say whack-a-troll when
We
I'm
did. You
modding.
taught me, because this is how long we know each other. Before I even ever had a wrench on YouTube, this was my inspiration here. Mandy, she was one of the best mods out there. She taught me everything I knew how to whack a troll. And Beaver, we've talked about this. You need to be free to be yourself in the chat. That's why I can't give you a wrench, because then you can't be free to be yourself. Then you gotta really behave. So, all right. And we talked about it. So don't start with me. You know.
Sorry.
You are not the only one without one. There's plenty of people in that chat without ones. So don't stop. Yeah.
So what's the other video? I time-stamped them for you, but we forgot one, right?
Wait, AT2. Glad I could make it tonight, but I will keep the details scant for now. But Claire, no. Oh, Jared. Oh, he's getting my blood pressure up. Here we go. Jared. DM me, dude. DM me. But it's nice to see you here. It's a big night for me, so thanks. Cool. Jared, you need to DM me. I'm bringing mayhem back.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, and it ain't on Friday, and it ain't on Saturday. It's going to be on Sunday.
Should be on Sundays.
It should be on Sundays. It's going to be on Sundays. Yes. So yeah, definitely. But no, now I'm sidetracked. See what you did, Jared?
Yeah. So let's not get too sidetracked, because I'm starting to get like coffee.
Yeah, I don't want. Okay,
yeah,
so
I get tired fast.
Do you need? All right, you know what? Take a break. Go get something to drink. I will put up the Lily Jean thing for you, and you could take a voice break for a second. How's that?
Okay.
You know the one that you gave me on Lily Jean. It's got the little bit of a I think it's got a little bit of a video with it, right? From Twitter. What?
I don't remember.
All right, let me see if I can make this bigger for y'all. Okay. Now, wait a minute. Twitter has a volume. I know it does. Where is it? There it is. Come back here. Why is that not playing? That's why.
Zona fría con tus mentiras.
What? Oh, they're showing her lips. That's what it is, huh? You see her pulling on her lips, everyone? You see her? This is what they were talking about, that she has. Okay. Amber Heard in a commercial for L'Oreal, possibly, with her bleeding, cracked, chapped lips. We even have proof in court that she can't stop habitually picking her lips. Right. A woman should not be able to use her chronic chapped lip picking as proof that her husband beat her. And I agree, because that is one of the only evidences that they have is in a nurse that was with her all the time. There is one note that says that she saw Amber with the bloody lips. Okay. All right, Twitter. All right, Twitter. Fuck you too. Stop it. Stop.
So you remember how Rottenborn just had like all of these newspaper or not, sorry, all these article headlines and was like,
yes, yeah,
this is proof.
And then he wouldn't let Johnny read them. He wouldn't let Johnny read them, so he could say, like,
if he can do that, can't Johnny's team just pull all of these random pictures of her from 2012 and before, in 2016 and after, of her having broken lips, and just be like, okay, who did this to you then? Who did this to you then? Because you weren't with Johnny then, but you always have your lips like this. Like, can that be brought up? I just don't know. I don't know.
You know what? And they tried to get pictures. They tried to get pictures in that they did not put into evidence already of Amber. All right. And
Yeah,
they wait. And the metadata, what do you think? I don't know if this is true or not. It's got to be debunked.
It's
like
true.
I haven't been able. They debunked it back to 2012 before she even met Johnny. The pictures with her bruises. Like what? What? That's what you're going to use as evidence that Johnny hit you. He time warped his ass all the way back till before he met you, beat you, knocked you around a bit. You took a picture, and we're going to use it here in 2022.
Right.
Amber's an idiot. Amber is a damn idiot. Yeah. Mocking, you're welcome, you tool. You're welcome. I've been dying all day to say that. I'm sorry. So actually, sorry, not sorry. Well, my laptop I got paid back. Mocking, you'd be very happy. My laptop just fell on me. Just like fell right on me. It's attacking me.
Yeah, AT2. Like, what do you choose? Like, out of all of the crap out there that they have against her, you don't want to use up all your time, and you want to be direct and to the point. So, like, which direction do you ever? Are you even? Would you even go with her? Like, there's so much.
Exactly. And I, you know what? And people were disappointed in me because I was like, I love Johnny's team, but I really wanted them to go harder on Hughes about the lack of evidence, because she kept using that word evidence as if it was a magic wand to go with whatever came out of Amber's mouth. And it just took 3 questions as far as I could tell, just to get it out. And I get you, Jared, like cross-examination is a bitch. I get it. And it's hard, to figure out like where they're going to be coming from. But
yeah,
I don't know. Wait a minute. John has something here about, okay, wait, what? How did I put your own comment up by accident like that? Sorry, girl. I was trying to get AT2. Here it is.
Oh, we're talking about TM actually getting some water right now.
Yeah. Okay, so John says, next Team Turd will be saying JD also used his time machine to be Jack the Ripper. I thought that's what you said. Yes, right? I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's like Doctor Who, like what?
That's
Doctor?
crazy.
Yeah, oh my God.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah.
So I did.
Aaron, I'm sorry. I've met your wife. I like your wife. I'm not going to ask her anything about your tool. Period. Nothing. Nada. Never. No. I love that girl. I can't wait to do more with her. Yeah, she's cool.
What about
actually woman? She's not a girl. She's a woman. I'm sorry. What?
Those 2 videos. I dropped with timestamps.
Yep. But now, which was the first one? You said an hour what on the one that says body language, because I have to put it there and then I can put it up.
Shoot. It was 2 something.
Okay.
No,
well,
the behavioral panel
right.
was like 2 hours and 40 minutes, I believe.
How could it be when it's only 2:25 long? I think that's the wrong one. Not that I'm challenging you. I'm just telling you the video is too short for me to do what you want. Because you're good. You usually have everything. So it's probably the other one that's 2:40.
Well, I put them in the Discord right at the timestamps, so I thought
I did, but I know, and I pulled them up by the link that way, but it didn't work. It worked when it was in the Discord, but then when I pulled it up, it didn't. What are we looking for? Because then I'll find it. Are you looking for her on the stand or what?
No. Hold on. So if you do which one are you doing first?
I'll put up the behavioral panel first. It's the one, whatever one you want. Actually, it's
Hold on. 2:20.
Oh. No.
And I'm.
Oh. 2:20. Okay, I got it.
And let me
It was
look.
pretty close. That's pretty close because it's not that long. It's like right towards the end of it, like right at the very end of it.
It's the last thing that Chase says. And you guys, I'm telling you, this is the third part of this series. You guys have to watch it. It's insanity.
All right. These are linked, by the way, all of the videos that Mandy brings me, I link in the description because they are well worth you watching. It does, and it doesn't matter. Like, what are they gonna do to me, love? What are they gonna do to me?
I'm just saying.
I will fight them, and I always win. Like the bear wins, I'm telling you. I haven't lost one yet with them, except for the sweaty balls one, and that's because it was NBC. And like, you know, it was sweaty balls. What can I tell you? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you choke. I'm sorry, love. Okay, here we go. Mute. Here we go, people. All right, let's. Okay, I'm going to turn it up loud, people. So watch your headphones.
A little bit farther.
Mm-hmm. No, it's 2:20. Like it's like 30 seconds. So I don't want to,
okay.
You know. Yeah, I didn't want to miss it.
Okay, I'm muting.
I don't know how that ended.
Faker.
I don't know what happened next. I don't understand.
I put it early so I could say faker.
God, the next thing I remember.
All right, let's throw around the room and talk about in 30 seconds or less what we think is going on here, what we've seen up to this point, sort of a wrap up. Mark, you want to go first?
Yeah, I can see all kinds of reasons why she could be being honest and all kinds of reasons why she could be being deceptive here. There is a huge cluster of deception around that really important story about the bottle and then this melodramatic horror movie at the end. I don't like the smell of it. I don't like it at all. Chase.
I will say one thing just to consider. People that are highly dissociative and a lot of her memories that she's talking about, I don't feel like I was there. I couldn't hear anything. People who have a higher dissociative capacity are less likely to go in my experience and in my training, less likely to go into first person when they're recalling trauma. Just maybe a likelihood. And I will just wrap with this. If you're not a subscriber and this is your first video, we have never, ever been this certain and this convinced about a person since we were reviewing somebody and we were all convinced they were telling the truth. And that was over a year ago. So this is an unprecedented, just about unprecedented event for a lot of us here. Greg?
Ah, Mark.
That feels like a bias, doesn't it?
I saw it. I saw it.
You go, oh, you did do that. You did that for Greg. You don't do that for Chase.
It's funny. It showed up on my screen to say you're muted. So I got it at the same time. Yeah. So yeah. Look, what we're not saying is she's lying about every element of what she's doing. What we are saying is we looked at a good solid baseline and we looked at deviation in baseline and she's storytelling. The storytelling got a little more elaborate as she went. And there were some really good indicators that something is going on in two of those very violent moments. If I go back and take my original premise, she is more demonstrative about having her feelings hurt than she is about being punched, dragged around, or flailed around, or flying around. Then we have to worry about which parts of those are real. And so for me to look at no slap indicators, no punch indicators, but a lot of indicators around throwing bottles and throwing cans and those things makes me think there's a hell of a lot of volatility. Don't know who started what, where it went to. But then when she does that one most pronounced, as far as I remember, did not throw a bottle, honestly, then I think, okay, well, maybe Johnny Depp talking about his hand on the bar and a bottle hitting him sounds a lot more practical. So she didn't win any friends or among this group. We are pretty certain there's deception at every turn. Scott, what do you got?
Yeah, I agree with all you guys. And it seems like she was being more honest. We saw less deception when she had less movement, which is really odd as well. The more calm she was, the more we saw less deception. in most of them. There's a couple of them that didn't work, but when she's all flailing around and acting, man, it's all over. I think it's a great study in seeing someone act like they have something wrong with them when they don't. I think it's a great study of seeing someone put good against evil and create that, try to create that thing. I don't think her lawyers, as much as she's probably paying them, are that good, because they wouldn't have let that happen. I don't think they, and we know this, they would have tightened that story up. They would have gotten everything tight, and there's nothing tight about what she was talking about in there. Nothing. I don't know if they were treating her because she's a movie star or whatever, but I don't think her attorneys were that good. Nobody would have, we wouldn't let somebody go out there and do that. You kidding me? And you can see it. Not that we couldn't tell they were going to do that, but we would have made sure. And the next day after they did something like this, we said, listen, man, don't be doing that. Here's what you got to do. Try to do this. I don't think she had any correction on anything either. So I think she's really getting the short end of the stick as far as attorneys go in this case. I still think it's a great study in good against evil and somebody controlling themselves. Like, as for a guy who's not supposed to be able to control himself and get out of whack and all that, he sure is under control in court while she's saying all these things about him, true or false.
That's right.
He sure is under control at that point, and that's fairly impressive, I think. Now, keep in mind, as we've talked about all these things, we're just telling you what we see and what we think about the body language we're seeing in this. We know there are people who've experienced things similar to this and hundreds of thousand times worse than this that they'll never get over. We know that. So keep that in mind before you go in there and go, you guys don't understand this or that. We understand.
Before you get attacked for being men,
that way,
poor guys.
Get some help. Make sure you get out there and get some help for that. Don't let anybody do you that way. No matter how you feel about it when it's over and you think it's fine or whatever, you get that taken care of. That's very important. Very important. Nobody should be treated that way. Nobody.
Awesome. Thank you.
They are great. And that was 4 men. And we will put them up there and let them say all that shit and let those people come at us because it was men saying it about her. Now, hell, a liar is a liar. I don't care. And I don't care who calls them out. Man, woman, sheep. I don't care. Definitely she's a liar.
Well, and what he said is, in all of our years of doing this, we have, only one time, and it was when somebody was telling the truth a year ago, have we seen this sort of what they're seeing now. Everything is so deceptive. Everything.
Absolutely.
They were even saying that some of the early stuff, like from when she was a teenager, when they were trying to get her baseline and stuff.
Exactly.
She had a lot of contempt on her face. She had a lot of this weird fake. This is how my face is supposed to look because I'm supposed to look sad. That thing she's doing with her face, where she's
the rubber face,
the frown thing. That is coming up in places where it shouldn't come up. It is not authentic. She's just, oh God.
Yeah, Luke had pointed out a lot of the inappropriate reactions that she was having, some of the over exaggerated reactions, misappropriated, just he had a lot of terminology that I, not as a psychologist, would use, but he kept pointing it out to me, and it was really, really obvious. You could see her, you could watch her switch, instantly back and forth, and everything that Dr. Curry had put out there, you could just see it. Like I could anyway, just see it. I just kept seeing her switching back and forth and just remembering all the terminology that Dr. Curry was using and all of the different traits that were both in the histrionic personality disorder and the borderline personality disorder, and how she could switch back and forth from the two, the abandonment, what strikes me the most is that she can't use these. She can't go behind him because I keep asking everyone with anything to do with psychology over and over again, does she know right from wrong? Can she actually, stop this? And it's yes. It's yes. She can get help. Like, she don't have to be like this. She does not have to be like this. She could get control of this. So AT2 said, I've only caught clips, but the behavior and body language between the two of them are easy to see the difference between who's the victim and the aggressor in this case. And I'd have to
agree.
I'd have to go again. I'm going to put one more up for you because you just write me such lovely comments, Jared. She's a mimic. Yes, she is. She tries to portray the emotions she's been told she should be having in that given situation. The diagnosis from that shrink makes a lot more sense now seeing her on the stand. It's like she was like just living it out. She was like word for word, just putting it all. You're just crackling like crazy on me, girl. What you doing? Oh, ouch. Oh, are you okay?
Yep, I'm just coughing.
Oh, okay. No, it wasn't a cough. It was like some kind of like metal click. I don't know what it was. Okay.
I muted myself, so I don't know.
Okay. I don't know. The beginning of Amber's testimony, she should have started with once upon a time in a land far, far away. I love you, John. I love you. Oh my God, I do.
Right.
Oh, yep. Oh, wait. I don't have one, but this is a great idea. Somebody needs to make me this video. Can you put up a split screen of Amber Heard and Beaker from the Muppets? Yes.
I've seen it.
Beaker.
Yeah.
Somebody send me that clip, please. Is that out there? I need that. I need that. That's like a bedtime lullaby for me. Yeah, I like the sheep herders thing, Aaron. I really did, because that's what I was thinking. Like, God help these very educated men. The nerve. They are going to speak out on a woman who might have had an abuse issue. And I'm going to say, hell to the yeah, go for it. Because that one's great. Like, yes, she should be called out. And yes, so they have every right. A whole panel of men, just like a whole panel of women can do it. You know, women don't get to just call out women, and men don't get to just call out men. You know, everybody gets to call out bullshit. And that was some bullshit, Erin. That was some real bullshit she was doing. And they're professionals, so why not, right? I wonder, did they get a lot of heat, Mandy? Do you know?
The guys?
Yeah, because it was a panel of men.
No.
Oh,
no.
God.
Not at all.
Oh my God.
I just saw somebody drop something in Discord. John, did you just put it in there?
No, it was AT just sent it to me. So, maybe John did too, but one of them just sent it to me. I just.
Oh my God, you guys are awesome. I went and looked really quick, but you know me with all of this technology. I can barely run the two things I've got going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Come here. Come on. My baby girl's trying to figure out what I'm doing. Come here.
I am. I'm going to share this in a second. I'm just getting it bigger. Oh, wait. Oh, she's too big now. Oh my God. I just put her on 500. She scared the crap out of me. Don't put her on 500, whatever you do. Okay. I've lost the plot today, Mandy. Can you tell? I'm just
it's all right.
I'm just, everybody has a day like that in today's mind. Oh, there you go. This is so good. Sorry. Y'all just made me so fucking happy. I can't. I just can't. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is, mocking. You got to make it talk, please. Oh my God. Just make it Muppet talk. Oh, just please. Oh my God. Mandy, that's good, right? You saw this?
Yeah,
You didn't send,
I have seen it. Mm-hmm.
And you didn't send it to me? It's like the best thing yet. I can't wait. Oh my God. Bigger?
I'm trying to be more nice these days.
Jared, stop it. Promises, you big tease. Knock it off. Just knock that off. Just stop. Just stop it. just all right. Oh, yeah, that would be good if one of you geniuses. Yeah, well, I have. You just never listen to me, mocking. I'm always asking you to make it talk. You know I like it when it talks.
Oh my God.
I can't. I'm sorry, Mandy. I haven't done mayhem in a month. This is what happens. It builds up. And then it's just like, it's like Mount Vesuvius. What can I tell you? All right. I guess I should take this down. Thank you very much, Jared. You made me very happy, Boo. You made me very, very happy. John, you probably made us very happy too, but I didn't get over to that part of Discord yet. I will go look.
There's some crazy stuff that goes on in your Discord. I just chill in the Depp room.
I do. You know what? I am going to restructure it so that the whole damn thing is an NSFW. Like, we should just do half and half, because not everybody wants to see all of that. Like, it's a little rough. I do admit it gets a little crazy. But it's a hell of a lot of fun.
What room it is in, but once in a while I'll peek in there and there will be like half naked dude memes, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, well, that is there's believe me, that's almost every night, and that is a couple of the guys do that. And they because Bear is apparently lonely, and they think I like young smooth, which is not true. But they do, so they post them. Just to make them, make us all happy. Although I will say that John has excellent taste.
Sorry.
He does have excellent taste. But and then Mrs. Cassandra and Cristola will come in there and they'll post like all kinds of stuff too. And the next thing you know, it's like every damn body part you could possibly think of is jiggling and bouncing all over the Discord. It's pretty randy. It gets a little crazy. Well, most of the time we're just playing games and having conversations like normal people.
Yep. So did you have that other
It's not true, Charlie. I want real. I don't want like that shiny boy thing that they've been posting in there. So don't let them kid you. Don't let them kid you. So there you go. Aaron, I'm tired of looking for evidence in the murder minions rooms and finding pictures of horny men. I know we have to have designated areas. I'm going to have to become a den mother. It's terrible. I never wanted to be a den mother, but I guess I'm going to have to or organize things a little bit better. That's all.
Oh my gosh.
Aaron, stop it. Oh my God. How did this get into like, I don't know, Manny, how this happens to me all the time. I don't know, but it's my own fault, I guess. So we have one more video that you want. The respondent. Let's just talk about this guy, right? Okay, Greg Ellis, the respondent.
Well, that wasn't the video. Did we miss one?
This one, why her testimony is so dangerous. I'm popping you the link down here, people. You need to follow.
That one you have to sit and go through by yourself, I think.
Right.
I just wanted you to see it. But the other is who's the other behavior guy? Hold on.
Well, Greg Ellis has got this move. Is very big in men's rights, especially all over the United States. About he's I think actually in England, but mostly here in the United States, men's rights are not only being violated about domestic abuse or sexual assault, but also in the court systems in regards to divorce and children and everything, and about how unequal it is right out of the box, and just about how. As women, we went through all this trouble for equality, and just to have it be the opposite. You know what I mean? Like, you can't get equality at the expense of someone else. It doesn't work like that. It's like an oxymoron to the word then, And Greg Ellis is really big on this. He's had some things happen to him. He follows a lot of the cases that are
it's personal, something really big, and I want his book. I'm gonna have to get it at a later time. Something really, really significant happened with his ex, and what he basically talks about is there's like these 3 phases you go through as a man, because all it takes is like somebody making an allegation about you. He's friends with Johnny.
And that's true.
He's been friends with him for 20 years. I believe he was in multiple pirates with him, but he personally went through it, and it took decades to come out of it. And
right. And you know
that's
what?
That's one that I want you to sit and watch when you have time, because it's
Oh, I will.
amazing. The one I wanted to show you, I'm putting in right now.
And because you know where I come from this, like I have brothers, I have friends, you know, I even have ex-partners who have been through it, and I'm not trying to speak for them. I want men to have a voice, but I'm also smart enough to know that they're not going to be able to say it in the same way and get somebody to listen. Not yet. So what I want to do is just keep letting them come for me instead. Let them try that. Let them try that. Come for me about it. Like I don't got the facts behind it, the percentages and everything that's going on, because they can't attack me and just say I'm bullying women about it. Oh, I am? I'm 5 foot tall. I'm a little bear with a big mouth. I'm bullying you? With the truth? Oh yeah. Okay. With the truth, I will. You know, I will bully you with the truth, you know, but I definitely think it needs to be spoken about a hell of a lot more. I am tired of the issue being thrown under the carpet because they say it's misogynistic, because they're just well, now that women have a voice, they're just speaking out because they're trying to downtrod us again. No, they're not. It's about equality. No, they're not. It's about equality. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? That you can't smack them around and get away with it anymore? You can't automatically whimper at the judge and get your way? You can't like pretend to faint like a little sissy girl and get them to go over? No, that's not equality. Like, no, I'm just not for it. And like you, Mandy, I'm going to be speaking out a lot more about it. As a matter of fact, Tuesday we have a stream coming up. It's two men and a bear. We're going to talk about men too, not from a perspective of the man's perspective. I'm just going to let them talk. I'm going to ask them questions about watching all of this. What does it mean to you to watch all of this? How is it for you? Like, what do you want to say? You know, and let them speak. Let them speak on it, or try to get a word in. Try to get a word in with the bear, because you know. And I think they will. I think they'll do a good job. You know, going to be Aaron and Charlie, two real guys, going to tell real stuff just from their perspective. You know, and I'm looking forward to it because I want to hear what they have to say. So, you know, John, thank you for the gifts. I did peek. I did.
Oh my God, Charlie.
I am in the middle. You should see. I'll put up the thumbnail. I had fun with the thumb. First of all, with library chats, it's usually like 2 overstuffed leather chairs. It's like me and Bearded just hanging out like with a bunch of books. I had to bring in a couch for these two. Like I had to bring in the leather couch. It was fun. Yeah, it was good. It was kind of fun. But
Joe,
I'm really looking forward to it. Yep.
Put Joe's comment up. Yeah.
Oh, that is so cool. I didn't know this. Hey,
yeah, Stevie J does a lot of stuff with men's shelters. Isn't he from Australia? Joe, can you answer that? Stevie J. Raw.
He is from, I think he is based on his, yes, I think he is actually. I really do.
Yeah.
And Joe, if you could link me the name of that or something, just so I could do a little research, I would really appreciate it. Or if you could find me, all my contact is on the back of the channel. I'm pretty active on Twitter, Instagram, like all over.
Did you see
no. Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Did you see the link I put in?
Where did you just put it?
I put it in our chat a few moments ago.
In our chat in Discord?
No, in the main chat. Hold on. You know I can't do that.
Oh, no. You mean right here? Yeah, you did put a link. Is that for another stream?
That's the one I just wanted you to. It's less than 2 minutes. It's it's the other behavioral one that caught my attention from the behavioral arts guy. He's awesome too. So,
all right, we're going to play that right now. Let me just get that set up. We're going to play that next. Aaron says we need a different term that means men's rights because it's been maligned to this point. you would think humanism would cover it, but a ton of people have no idea what it is. And I agree with you, because equality just doesn't mean equality anymore, does it? It kind of went over to the woman's issue. And believe me, I'm a strong, I would say I was a strong woman. I would say most people might think I'm a little too strong, a little too on the feminist side. Like I don't really take a lot of crap, but I do have a lot of respect for men. I'm just came from the business world. I had to take it on the chin a lot to get through. And I speak loudly about all of that stuff because I don't think it should have been necessary, especially, I mean, I've had my ideas taken away because I'm not allowed to present it because they'll be looking at me funny. So like they won't listen to me. I mean, I actually had someone say that to me, you know, and I'm like, ugh, you know, you want to know why I'm an avatar out here? That's why, because of where I come from and what I had to put up with business and dealing with that kind of attitude. When people don't hear your voice because they're too busy looking at what you look like, you know, how I did my hair, what color my lipstick was that day, you know, how my skirt hitched, whatever. Like it ain't gonna happen out here when I got plenty to say. So that's why I'm an avatar, you know, and probably will be for my whole YouTube career, even though most of you could probably know my face if you wanted to, but not here on YouTube. Let me put this up. But equality doesn't mean equality anymore because the women's issue got really loud and we all went for it. Rightly so. A lot of you men there probably did too. You were right there with us, right? So why should we not be right there with you right now when this is going on? Up, up, up.
Boot. He holds up this bottle to me, and
it's right after this.
I'm saying, did you drink this whole thing?
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Behavioral Arts. And this video
it's not
2 days
time-stamped,
and it should be, and there's a really good reason for that. As I explained on my community page, I've had a really
Go to
busy week.
6:50.
I was on a lecture tour.
6:45. Awesome things.
Pulling me in by my arm, still shouting at about the accusations.
I don't know if you heard it, but that right there is one of the biggest red flags for me in this entire testimony. She does something here that she's going to do one more time later. This is huge. So listen literally to what she's saying. She's trying to describe this scenario that happens a lot where she tries to leave him. She tries to walk away from him, but listen to the words. I think she subconsciously slips up and lets us know what actually happens. Because she says, I'm walking out of the room, leaving him, walking away from me, yelling, hey, where are you going?
Walking out of the room is me leaving him, walking away from me, you know, hey, where are you going? I'm talking to you.
That doesn't make sense. If she's trying to get away from him, leaving him, I think what she's trying to say is he's running after me, but she slips up and says, walking away from me. I think for a moment, her mind just freezes and she tells us the reality, which is he was the one walking away from her. When we're being deceptive, what we call the cognitive load is overworked. Basically, what your brain has to do is a lot. Because to tell the truth, it's very simple. You remember the truth, you tell the truth. But to lie, first you have to think of every other lie you told and to try to see if what you're about to say is consistent with all that. Then you have to think of the way you're going to present the lie. Then you actually have to present the lie. Then you have to look around the room to see if your lie is being accepted. So your brain goes in hyperdrive. And every now and then we slip things out without wanting to. And immediately after she says this completely nonsensical phrase, leaving him, walking away from me, saying, hey, where are you going? Doesn't make any sense. She freezes up and we see something called speech disfluency and verbal leaks. Basically, it's because what's happening is I think her brain is literally slowing down. Then we see a gesture that she does more than once. She says, pulling me in, and she does a pulling action. Why is she the one pulling? Usually when we tell a story, especially one that we're reliving, we step into our own role. So if I were to tell you he grabbed my arm, I wouldn't say he grabbed my arm. I would say he grabbed my arm, or I felt this on my arm. Imagine if I tell you I was walking down the street and all of a sudden this car came at me. I wouldn't say I'm walking down the street and all of a sudden this car came at me. It doesn't make sense. It's what I'm experiencing. So why does her gesture say pulling me in? Now, there's a difference if we're saying what this person did than what I did. So we see, for example, Johnny Depp at some point say she threw.
Thank you. Are you there? I can't hear you.
You know why you can't hear me? Because I muted myself. Because I'm going, Mandy, oh, Mandy. And you're like, hey, I can't hear you. And I'm like, oh, shit, I'm muted.
So
okay.
I wanted to show the part where he was saying that she switched her words, because I have seen clips. So I do know that she's done that a few times. And I'm glad, hold on, we played it just a little bit longer because I also have noticed in the clips, because I'm getting only the good parts, that she's done it quite a few times where she has said, he threw a bottle at me. But when Johnny says she threw the bottle at me, he's like going, because he remembers it going by. When she says it, she's doing the motion of throwing. She's doing the motion of grabbing him. She's doing the motion of pulling him when she's telling the story that he's doing it to her. And those are all of the little tells that are going to get her. Because she's trying, somebody said it, I don't know, recently, I can't remember who it was. If she would have just kept her shit basic, she may have pulled this off. But because she has to get more and more and more exotic and crazy with the way that she tells these situations, it becomes less believable. If she would have just...
I get it. I definitely get it. Listen, I'm going to take just 1 minute to handle something here, Mandy. Meow Ba, we actually will let you have another opinion here, but you're going to have to come with evidence and facts. Now, what you're giving us right here is a little ass backwards bit of narrative. You need to go back and look at the testimony. And if you want to come back and show me where Amber Heard did not have to retract 11 times statements made to the court already before she got the trial, or if you would like to actually put her actual deposition up against what she said on stand from the UK and not show me where you can highlight that they're two different stories, or if you would like to actually have us pull up the deposition of Kate James and show that she's actually telling somebody else's story on the stand. Now, if you want to go toe to toe, girl, bring the shit. All right, but I see you're not being disrespectful, so I don't want the chat to go for you. I'm just saying, like, read the room. Boo. Read the room. Yes.
I just saw something too. So let me answer a couple questions for you.
Okay.
She, Meow Ba, Johnny Depp said very bad things about Amber in text messages. So I have an ex-husband. I probably said awful, awful things about him. I'm sure he said awful, awful things about me. Text messages don't equate to physical abuse. Text messages don't equate to SA. So,
they don't.
I heard what you said. Some of his text messages were a bit over the edge. In how he says things and how he words things. And yes, if he was my ex, it would probably hurt my feelings. It doesn't make me a victim of SA because my ex-husband said he wanted to see if I was a witch out of a Monty Python skit. Okay.
Yes. And you know what? As crazy as she's been acting, you would have to F that to see if it was dead, because you would want to make sure it was dead. I'm sure. And you know what? He called her the C word. I want to call her to see if we're through all that
She
testimony.
called
And
him
I
the-
wasn't even married to her. And she didn't
She
even do
called
this
him
shit
the
to me.
C-word. She called him
Yes,
a big
right.
fat
Okay.
baby. She called him all sorts of stuff. She has text
Mhm.
messages with Josh showing knives that she wants to cut him. So
Exactly.
what
Exactly.
now, Miaba? What now?
Wait. Well,
Like,
meow, you only want facts. Here's a fact. Johnny Depp is an admitted abuser of kitchen cabinets and bathroom wall sconces. Yes, he is. He's also the person who has every other woman that ever had anything else to do with him in his life never say a word about abuse against him. Amber Heard is the only one who ever said anything. Amber Heard is documented by her own testimony in a court of law liar. Sorry, boo. Those are the facts.
Like, I don't mind people having an opinion, but when their opinion isn't based on facts, like if you want to be a supporter, be a supporter. I don't care. That doesn't even
But you know what? Be a smart supporter. Go where we're going to actually have a chance of somebody listening to you. Read the damn room. You want to be an Amber supporter and do your shit for Amber? Go where people want to hear about Amber. Because I can assure you, we all admit to being biased here. We all admit to having already been 2.5 years into this shit, seeing too much evidence, and you got no play in here. So, I mean, except for the fact that we're having a little bit of fun, because like we can't believe that you actually think you're going to change our minds. I mean, so either troll, because if you do get out of hand and disrespectful, you will get bounced. As long as you're respectful like you're being, you can keep it up. But I assure you, you're wasting your breath here. If you want to be an Amber supporter, go where they'll hear you. Go where you'll do more good, because it ain't going to do any good with Mandy and I at all. We've studied the facts. You know, all the metadata for every single picture she ever produced was corrupt, Mio. Like, does that not say anything to you? Is that not evidence? When your own evidence can't be submitted because it's just corrupt, altered, third party.
Is their avatar like little pink? Where'd they go?
I don't know. It's just like, it's fun. They're going to let them.
It's so funny. This person's trolling. I mean, they do have 15,000 subs on their channel, but
fine. I'm just saying, go where you can be productive. I'm for you, boo. Have your voice. You're just wasting it here. I want you to be successful in your support of Amber Heard. Go where somebody gives a shit about what you're saying. That's all I'm saying. Like, you know, wave your flag where people will see it.
You know the really awesome thing I'm doing right now, because it's awesome. I just block them so I don't see them.
I don't care. Like, I think everybody deserves their own voice. She can have it, but she's wasting her time here. That's all I'm
just
saying.
sick and grumpy, so I don't want to deal with it.
Well, you could be sick and grumpy, but I don't want them to ban her or anything. Because, like, you know, you gotta kind of, you know, I pity the fool.
it really, you know.
Okay. Forgive me, Mandy.
Oh, wait a second. They only have 6 subscribers. Johnny Depp is an evil man, and Amber Heard is innocent. Her eyes so sad. 24 views.
Yes, Bad Wolf Girl. I have been covering this like 9 hours a day, every day, like for every trial. Yes, and before that, Mandy and I have been covering it from before the divorce. Like, we know all of it, like all of it, through the UK trial, through the divorce where she blackmailed him, which that came out in court. Were you there? Were you there, Mio? Did you actually see that part where they read the emails where they admitted that Amber and her lawyer tried to blackmail Johnny Depp before going for that TRO? Did you catch that part? Because that was an active testimony, and they actually read that out in court. Like, it's in the court documents now. Like, that would qualify for evidence, wouldn't it? Like, facts. Like, you know, that like FACTS, like, yeah, like a fact right there in the court of law. Just the other day.
So anyways, a couple more fun things, and then I'm going to wrap it up.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Listen, mods, have good humor. Just have good humor, because this is funny. I'm actually quite entertained. If you can't tell, like, I'm totally stress-free. It's amusing as shit. It's like, please take my lead. Humor mandatory, people.
Yeah. So did you see Ben Fist Pump?
No, who's Ben Fist Pump?
Ben Chew Fist Pumped.
Oh, yes, I did. Yes, when they mentioned bump, bump, bump. Go ahead. Tell them who they
I
talk
just
about.
have to say something because I hate bad information, and I am so sick of people thinking that Kate Moss is going to miraculously show up on this trial. I
No,
do
she's
not
not.
think it is going to happen. People need to stop talking about it, because if it's allowed, Andrea did link on my page on Twitter the other day the actual Fairfax law. The only reason they're excited is because they hope that now they're going to be able to bring in past relationships, therefore bringing up the domestic violence in Amber's past. It has nothing to do with Kate Moss. I don't think she's going to walk up the walkway like a goddamn runway model. It just pissed me off. All these people speculating just drives me batshit crazy. And
I'm gonna call Ben Chew Ben Fist Pump from now on. You know that, right? Like, it's gonna be stuck in my head. But you're right. You're absolutely. This is what I love about you, because this is the legal point. The legal point is they can't just magically throw Kate Moss into the middle of this trial. That ain't gonna happen. If you know anything about protocol and procedure, it's not gonna happen. Everybody's out there with that rumor thing. Man, he's absolutely right. This is what frustrates us about the misinformation that gets out there. But here's the real deal: is that the door's open. She's right, for domestic abuse that happens on partners. With past, which means Amber's the only one that has documented abuse in her past. So, yo, Amber, how you like me now?
Right, and they're talking about bringing in Ellen Barkin as a witness, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, what did it?" Okay, here's the deal: Ellen Barkin, she already did a deposition. If they bring her in and she tries to say Johnny was violent to her, it's going to be like, okay, well, let's look at your UK. I read it yesterday again. She admits when she dated Johnny, she was in a room with him and he threw a glass at somebody, not her, didn't go in her direction, came nowhere near her. So if she alters from that statement, they're going to perjure her. And if they perjure her, when were you lying, then or now? Oh, I was lying then. Oh, well, you're still a liar. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna wrap things up here in just a second, but I see Whitney. Here's the thing about Whitney. Whitney did not show up for her deposition with Johnny's team. She had just had a baby or was about to have a baby. So she cut off having the deposition. It's in court paperwork that if Whitney didn't give Depp's team 3.5 hours for a deposition, that she could not be called for this trial. So either she did give deposition and can be called, or she never did and they can't call her anyway, so it's not going to matter. But if they bring Whitney in, I wonder if they can bring up the abuse that Amber did against Whitney. So there's all sorts of shit. I think people are speculating way, way, way too much, and they need to just take a breath and see what comes every day.
Exactly.
That's my rant. Because I was pissed today, and you know what I'm talking about, because we were listening to somebody talk together, and that person was saying Amber's defamation suit against Johnny. Let's get something clear. Amber didn't file against Johnny. Amber has a defamation suit against Adam Waldman.
And he's the attorney.
Is about three statements that Adam Waldman made, and they're trying to say that Johnny, him being an agent for Johnny, they were actually Johnny's statements. My question is, doesn't that kind of mean you need to bring Adam Waldman in? So that's where I'm at.
Yeah, that's it. And especially when that big, they got that part wrong. It's not. Listen, Amber wants to assume that anything that came out of Adam's mouth was Johnny, but that's not the way it was. Because there's not going to be emails like there were against Amber, constructing the whole statement. it's not like the op-ed. It's not like that. But she's trying to
Right.
do that like reverse thing, back and forth, you know.
And Amber,
But
in my opinion, has screwed herself a couple times because she
mm-hmm.
retweeted the online op-ed with the title. Because now they're trying to say, oh, well, she wrote the op-ed. She didn't write that title. Okay, whatever. Shut up. She retweeted it and
Mm-hmm.
said, here's an op-ed I wrote. A week before the trial, she posted on Instagram and Twitter, my ex-husband, Johnny, is taking me to court about an op-ed I wrote. 5 minutes into her testimony, why are you here, Miss Heard? Because of an op-ed I wrote. So any juror in their right mind is going to go, well, you wrote the op-ed, you put your name on it, so wouldn't you have been involved or should be held responsible for the title associated with that opinion piece you wrote?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sorry. I'm
No.
grouchy, I'm sick, and it makes me pissed.
Do not apologize. Do not apologize. This is why we're friends, because we can switch off like this. I can say you could just take it because we've actually feel the same about that. Can I just say ditto, exclamation point, underline score.
Thank you.
Right. And I'd like to say one more thing. Mio, I know you want those two to get back together, but I'm afraid that both of the psychiatrists who testified in court, like the facts, the evidence in court, would disagree with you. It was a toxic relationship. They do not belong together at all. And so with their marriage counselor, she doesn't think they should be together either. So I think you should leave it to the professionals and just take your personal opinion. I know, girl. I know it breaks your heart that your little fandom thing that they can't be together, but it's not going to happen.
I think that person's very young or something. So
I just think they're having fun. I figure it's somebody we know trying to disrail this and try to get us all upset, but we're actually like, you just can't you can't ruin this for us. It's just not going to happen. No, he shouldn't say he's sorry. Oh, he used his celebrity status to get her the best fucking roles she ever had in her goddamn life. Now you did it, girl. You're delusional. I figured it out. You're suffering from Amber Heard disease. You know what? There's a couple of psychologists that were in the testimony. Maybe you should check one of them out. It would be good. Yeah, delusion. But anyway, this was fun, Mandy. I am so glad that, coughing or not, that you got to do this with me. I'm getting ready for that trial on Monday. It's going to be hot. We're going to have some fun. Watching the cross.
Me, I might not be able to watch it Monday. I think that they'll keep her on the stand another day. So I think she's got one more day.
They will, because they got to cross her. Elaine's not done with her yet. She didn't answer about the Amica cream. Come on. It hasn't even come up yet. We got a whole day of that yet. Anyway, it's gonna be impossible. But then they're gonna do the cross, and then we're gonna get on to see what they actually have and all of the videos or whatever they do. But on that, this weekend, we have a Black Mirror episode. It's gonna be earlier in the day on Sunday. And tomorrow I will be on Hereticals first thing in the morning for a 6-pack, and then of course the shills in the evening for pub chat. Sunday we're going to be doing a Black Mirror episode. We're doing Shut Up and Dance. We're going to be doing that at 2:00 in the afternoon to try to. We've been asked by some of our UK compatriots, our friends, that we do our Black Mirror a little bit earlier, and we work that out because then we can take a nap and get ready for mayhem on Sunday at 11 again, bringing the crew back together. Some new faces, some old faces. I hope you all can make it. Thank you, Mandy, for making this fun. And
thank you.
Helping me crack my membership cherry out here on YouTube. Together with
congratulations. I'm super excited for you.
Yeah, I'm super excited too, because it's going to do some good for a lot of people. And I'm really excited about that,
Good
moving
cause.
forward. It's always nice when the plan comes together, but no matter what they try to do.
Unveiling used to do that too. She used to do live streams, and donations went to like local animal things. And I really, really wish that she would get back into it, because I loved that. I like contributing to something, especially when it's animals and kids because I like animals more than I like most humans. So, you know, if somebody is in a situation where it's not a financial thing for the person, but they're spreading the word or have a good platform or whatever, donating the money is it's just so cool to me. I always said that I would do that too. So I know there's people in the community at Christmas time that I donate to. We don't need to talk about it, you know, out loud. We do it behind the doors, buy presents for some, you know, some kids in our community. I love that about us. So,
you know what? Some of it's going to be private, some of it's going to be public. And you know, we're just gonna. It's always been. I always said I was going to do that, and I don't think they believe me. Everybody's like, "Yeah, right, yeah, right." No, it was true. It's definitely the plan's finally coming together. Official. Thanks to my exposure, with the trial, even I finally cracked that official YouTube nut of 1,000, and. So I'm, you know, now I gotta just try to get them to leave me here. Beaver, did you want to say one thing? I don't stop you. What do you want to say? I am looking at you, girl. You said I was pretty. I saw you. You said I was pretty, and I told you I felt pretty today. I actually do. But I don't know. But on that. Thank you all for being here. It was nice to have you all here in the chat and celebrate the membership. Celebrate that. Yeah, celebrate. I'm still got a channel after last week. Didn't get not canceled yet. Not canceled yet. It's like
you got a like from Steven Duders?
No way.
I'm jelly.
Why didn't you send that to us? We would have put it up on the screen. Mandy I would frame that shit. What? Are you kidding?
Love them.
You should feel cool. You should feel cool. You got a like from really Stephen Duders. Celebrate, girl. Celebrate for that.
I like when Sloan retweets me because he has gotten. I was with Sloan when he had like 18,000, and
I
now
remember when he was little. When he was a little one, right? Mandy,
every time, he's retweeted me a couple times, or he'll like my post, and I'm like, oh, Sloan likes my post.
Yes, and yes, Mocking. Look at you doing mod duty. Oh my God, I'm gonna pass out. Mocking's doing mod duty.
Guys, have an awesome night, everyone.
Yes, everybody have it. Hit that like button. Don't forget to put a comment on there. Get me in the algorithm. Thank you for showing up. And we'll see you when we see you. Thank you so much. And for those of you that are in my Discord, game night. We're late. I'll talk to you all later. And yeah, don't leave before the outro's done, though, because you'll be missing one of the best songs out there. Thank you again, Mandy. Thank you. I'm going to shake my ass right out of this place. Thank you. Have a good night, love. Feel better. Okay.
Thank you. Night.
Oh, my God. Did you hear about the...
No, but did you see that?
I'm not saying anything about the...
Oh, yo, let's just call it what it is. Fuckery.
Oh, my God.
Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. I'll be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see.
No, but did you see that?
I'm playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, fuck, popping off and risking things, gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain. I just wanna be greatness.
Oh, yo, let's just call it what it is. Fuckery.
I just wanna be greatness. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent. And it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots. If I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic.
No, but did you see that? But I'm not saying anything about the.
Oh, yo, let's just call it what it is. Fuckery.